Wake up. Another Let's Roll video just came out. And it's about TPKs. You die a horrible death. Your whole party falls, bleeds out in the snow, alone. Nothing but an orc stands over you, looting your bodies, cutting them apart to take as trophies. Hey guys, welcome to Let's Roll, and today we are going to be talking about the total party kill, or the TPK for short. So, getting straight to the point, I'm going to be honest. I think we should not stray away from total party kills. I think they should be celebrated whenever they happen, and just character deaths in general. I know a lot of people say total party killing is bad. It makes the players feel bad. Well, I'm here to tell you, I don't think it should make the players feel bad. I think it should be a celebrated thing. I think that having a set of characters die and then a new set of characters be brought in to take their place is a beautiful thing. It's like how would I put it? It's like the fly life cycle, the fruit fly life cycle. A span of 24 hours. They're born, brought into this world. They grow, they die. I don't think it's actually a day. Is it? Hold on. Okay, never mind. It's like a fruit fly. They born, grow, and die within the span of 30 to 50 days. That's not a long time. Adventurers are kind of the same way. I think, at least in D&D, adventurers in D&D should be kind of like fruit flies. They're born, they grow, and then they go on adventures, and they die on those adventures. It is a harsh world out there. These worlds are not meant to carry so many heroes. These worlds are meant to kill the ones that could not have become heroes in the first place, and let the heroes that were born to be heroes thrive. The characters that die pave the path for the true heroes to come by and take their place. Not saying that the characters that have died were not heroes. They just weren't meant to become the heroes of the universe, like those that have made it to level 20. It's a rather depressing way to put it, but I'm going to do it like that. So, how do we minimize the depression that comes with TPK and a character death? Well, I think there's a simple solution to this. I think DMs should start maybe giving a disclaimer at the beginning of adventures, telling everybody, hey, death is going to be pretty often in this. Or death is going to be pretty hard to come by in this, like I did with my players and Dragon of Icespire Peak. At the beginning of the adventure, I told them, death can always be around the corner, but it's going to be hard to come by. And I think I know what a lot of you might be thinking, and that's, well, if you tell them that, then why would they take any situation seriously if they know death is hard to come by? I never said that stupidity isn't going to cause death. I never said that being cocky isn't going to bring death. I said death is going to be hard to come by. And that's assuming that your players are playing like actual players, taking their character seriously. So I think it's if you play the game as the game is meant to be played, and if the game is taken seriously, then death is hard to come by. But you could say that for everything. If you get some serious players in D&D, and they take the game very seriously, no matter what module you play, death is always hard to come by, because those players will know what they're doing. However, I say, you should know your relative, you should know your average on seriousness and knowledge of the game between all of your players, and then on that average, determine whether or not death will be easy or hard to come by. Another thing, and this is to players. Players, we don't have to spend hours on our characters. We can cut back a little bit. It's nice to have a background for your character, but some people, they make a whole book for their character. I think the way that my players did it is great. I think they took a character that they wanted to make. They came up with a simple background for each character, and they presented them. And they're making their own backstory right now in this adventure. And I think that's a great thing, because there's still investment in them, but there's not so much investment that if their characters were to die, at least I don't think, they would revolt against me. I could be wrong. Next session I could kill somebody, and they could rebel against me and tie me to a pole and beat me. But I hope that's not the case. I think, yeah. Essentially what I'm trying to say is I don't think the total party kill should be strayed away from too often or too much, or just even character deaths in general. I say TPKs because those are obviously the most dramatic events that can take place in a D&D game, because that's whenever every player has to create a new character, and that realization of, oh, we all just died, sets in. So, without getting overly complicated about the subject, those are my two suggestions that would be my one suggestion for DMs and my one suggestion for players. And for those of you that have other thoughts, comment down below. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on how maybe TPKs are actually bad, or how they could be worked on and become better. Me personally, I just think total party kills aren't that big of a deal. I think maybe they should be celebrated, because at the end of the day, we're playing a game that has consequences, and without consequences, what's the point of playing the game? If the game isn't challenging, is the game really a game? Some thoughts to ponder upon. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for this video. Let's roll.